Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a dresser flip that I found on Facebook Marketplace. I needed a new dresser or a dresser nightstand set for my son's room because we moved his dresser into our nursery. And I found this set on Facebook Marketplace for $50. It was this tall 4-drawer dresser and a shorter 3-drawer dresser. In the previous clip, you could see how when I would pull the drawers out, they would fall down. That was not going to work for me. It's a really easy fix though. You just get some new drawer guides and replace them. Every single one was broken, so I was able to fix every single one and now they work perfectly. Just be careful with the sizing because they do come in different widths and heights. So what I did is took an old one to Home Depot and compared it and found one that matched. They do sell them on Amazon, but I didn't know exactly which one I needed. And I love how curious Duke is with all of my projects. He is always right there next to me with his nose in the middle of it. Here I am sanding after my first coat of chalk paint. I did not prime before I used the chalk paint, and I wish I would have. I scuff sanded. It all worked out okay, but I definitely recommend priming. I'm using the chalk paint by Behr that is tintable. I thought I had used it before, but I actually had used like the Rust-Oleum tintable chalk paint, and I liked the Rust-Oleum a lot more. It did seem to work better when I did the second dresser over the primer, but I definitely recommend the Rust-Oleum one over the Behr. Now this is a leftover chalk paint that I had from a previous project by House and Canvas. This is a really good chalk paint. And I did use a strainer to pour my paint in to make sure I didn't get any chunks. You can get these on Amazon. It comes with that little funnel thing. It was going pretty slow through, so I went ahead and started pouring my water in there to get it to run through faster. And I'm using this paint to make a paint wash to use on the front of the drawers instead of staining, because sometimes it's just really difficult to get the right stain color, and I've used this paint wash in the past and really loved it. The beauty of a paint wash instead of a stain is that you can really make it as flexible as you want. Where stain comes in one color, you might be able to do multiple coats, but this you can play around with it quite a bit to get the desired look that you're looking for. And at first I was kind of going thinner, but then I was seeing pink tones showing through that I really didn't want, so I went ahead and put more on. And in person you really still can see the wood grain and not so much paint. You can do this technique with whitewash. You can do more of a taupe color to get more of like a warm wood tone color. Whatever you're looking for, it really is versatile in so many ways. Once I got a look that I was happy with, then I repeated the look on the next 3 drawers. Alright, so as you saw, you can kind of make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. I felt like there was a lot of like pink tones coming through, but standing back, sometimes I have to walk away and come back or put it up in the dresser. I really like it. And then I can just add the black hardware, and I think it'll be really cool. Now this still has to be completely finished. It's very chalky still, but I think I like the way it turned out. Very similar to the inspiration drawer. So for the paint, I am going to try and save this. I'm gonna put a lid on it because I still have to do that dresser, but I'm just doing the one full dresser first, get it upstairs, and then I'll do the second dresser. So I'm gonna try to save this paint, but if you could tell, it's pretty easy to manipulate it, where stain, not so much, like you get one color unless you mix colors. This, I can make it as thick or thin as I want. Yes, I do still have to go on the edges and just touch those up because I was just worried about doing the top and focusing on the top. But I really like it. Also, this is a little, a funnel. And it comes with these little paper things so that you can drain paint and catch any clumps. I just let the leftover run into the can, but I was trying to catch any clumps going in here. It didn't really matter because it was gonna be watered down anyways. But if you have paint that you think is gonna be really clumpy, these are really handy to have. And then this brush is actually a chalk paint furniture brush. I haven't used it for chalk paint, but I've used it many, many times to do the paint wash on different projects, and I really like it for that. All right, so I'm gonna be putting the hardware on the dresser. I have my drill. I got this set from Amazon for $10. It has the drawer guide and the cabinet guide and a drill bit. And this is the hardware I'm using. Like I said, this dresser doesn't actually need hardware. It has like a little lip, but I think it would just add to it and make it look a lot sleeker. So as I was editing this video, I realized I didn't even show you putting the top coat on to the darker part of the dresser or the front of the drawers. I always use polyacrylic on my furniture. It's the one that comes in like the turquoise colored can. You can get it in matte or a satin or gloss. I only had satin on hand, but I definitely prefer the matte finish or the flat finish. For the polyacrylic, you also want to do a coat, let it dry, then lightly sand with like a 220 grit or a 320 grit. Then you can come in with a second coat. I usually do okay with 2 coats. Sometimes I need a third. While working with this hardware, I realized it would be perfect for situations where maybe you are changing hardware on kitchen cabinets or something that you have stained wood that you can't wood fill and paint over. The length of these would cover previous holes, and you could just drill the new holes, and it would totally hide the old holes without having to wood fill them. Okay, so this hardware comes with the black part. Then it comes with 2 different size screws. Oh, that's the same size. 2 different size screws, okay? This one's just barely too short, and this one's way too long. I need it to cut off here, and I know how to cut it off, but mine, for some reason, keep cutting off at the second one, like this is weaker or something, I don't know. I'm gonna try it again, and then I'll show you what I did when it breaks off at the 2, when I need it to be just a tad bit shorter. Duke. All right. So you just have a pair of pliers, but I'm using this wire cutter to hold it. Maybe that's why it's breaking off wrong. But so I need it 3 down. Okay. Take a second pair of pliers, and you're supposed to be able to just grab it there and break it off. But see, mine keep breaking off with 2. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I need to try to hold it at the 4 mark and hope that it breaks off at 3. But then I'll be screwed if it's too short. I love the way that this dresser turned out, and I love the way that it looks in his room. I will list everything that I can in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and be sure to follow along if you want to see more DIYs and furniture flips like this.